Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, I'm Muhammad Khalid. I hope that you all are fine with the grace of Almighty Allah. It is week 14, video 1, and we are going to cover lesson 27 and 28. In our long discussion about Western political thoughts, our today's discussion in this video 1 is about Thomas Hill Green. The main objectives settled. After the lesson, you'll be able to have information about life of Thomas Hill Green, political ideas of Thomas Hill Green, and you'll be able to assess, compare and contrast the political ideas of Thomas Green with the other political philosophers. Let's have first a discussion or a brief biography of Thomas Hill Green. Students, knowing about biography is necessary to understand the upbringing, political concepts, and other information about the philosophers. Actually, philosophers are shaped and chiseled by the circumstances, the people around them, the books they study, the places they visit, the systems they study. They all together incorporate or take part in development of the philosopher and his mind journey. Thereby, it is acute necessary to have information about the background of the philosopher. Thereby, we in every video try to give a little bit background of the philosopher. Thomas Hill Green is a distinguished and reputed English thinker and philosopher. He is labeled, or he is considered to be the champion of rights of resistance and philosophy of idealism in West, especially in England. Green born in 1836 in a religious family in Brinkensshire, till he remained at home for 14 years and kept on study, meaning he acquired the earlier education till the years 14 at home. Whereas in 1855 he went to Oxford and took admission in Belleville College for philosophy of ethics and political science. In 1865 he was selected as college fellow. 1878 he was offered the seat of the professor for ethics in the same college. In this position he taught variety of subjects like ethics, history, philosophy, education, and logic. Besides executing the academic duties, Green also was a social worker and activist. He became the member of Oxford Town Council and took part in the social activities. Green died because of poisoning in the blood, and it was the year 1882 he passed away. Thomas Hill Green authored many books, and he also extended many lectures or delivered many lectures in Oxford University about politics, history, philosophy, education, logic, and others related to the social issues. Among the most distinguished uh, books he authored, number one was the principle, the principles of political organization. Second, lecture on English Revolution, and third, lecture on the principle of political obligation. These are the three major books written by Thomas Hill Green. Dear students, you must be amazed that how a one person was a master in many fields like history, philosophy, education, ethics, logic. Well, you must remember that the people in the Western 18th century and 19th century especially, they were marvelous, they were creative, and they had a very sound understanding and practice in the multiple fields. Like, for example, George Bernard Shaw, or was, say, so the people like that. He was a writer, a philosopher, a thinker, as well as a mathematician, perhaps. Fine. So you find many people in that era having expertise in the multiple fields simultaneously. Well, now have a background of Thomas Green Hill. Remember this, that uh, in philosophical thoughts there is a connectivity of the philosophers, that every philosopher in the world follow a line of thought delivered by philosophers. As you have seen that when you read the books, you will find that most of the philosophers in political concepts were impressed greatly by Plato and Aristotle. So uh, Thomas Hill Green primarily was greatly impressed by Greek thinking. Uh, he was uh, in particular favored Plato and Aristotle's theory that a man is a social animal. Fine. And a man cannot live alone. And the union individuals constitute together may be called state, and all the people participating actively in state, fine, they should be honest, because all those are not a kind of recreation, but rather they are the responsibilities, and only the people of capability and understanding should come forward, and they should take up that assignment. He also believed that the purpose of the state is promotion of good, promulgation of virtue, facilitating the lives of the citizens. And here Green gives a very important concept. He believes that in formation, consistency, and development of a state, despite growing power, will, agreed will, is the uh, should be given priority. The people, by their self choice, should be included in the system of government. यहाँ पर बात समझ लीजिएगा. ग्रीन ये कहता है, हॉब्स और दूसरे जो फिलोसफर्स थे वो ये कहते हैं कि स्टेट में इंसान, जो इंडिविजुअल्स हैं, वो अपनी ज़ात का कंट्रोल या अपने हकूक, अपनी जानों के ऊपर कंट्रोल, अपने हकूक को एक रियासत के लिए सरेंडर कर देते हैं. अब जब कोई रियासत बन जाए तो वो बतौर बाजू, जिसे आप पुलिस पावर कहते हैं, कोर्शन कहते हैं, उसके जरिए भी लोगों की विल जो है वो उसको हासिल कर सकती है. लेकिन थॉमस ग्रीन हिल ये कहता है नहीं, यहाँ पर जब रियासत बन रही हो और रियासत के अंदर लोगों की जो मंशा है, उनकी जो मर्जी है, उनकी जो सोच है, उसको ज्यादा अहमियत हासिल होनी चाहिए. रियासत कोई ऐसे कानून मत बनाए जो इनफरादी आज़ादी, लोगों के बुनियादी हकूक, लोगों के तशख़्ख़ुस को मस्क कर दें. तो लिहाजा इस सूरत हाल में स्टेट के खिलाफ एक ख़ास हद तक, उन कवानीन की हद तक बगावत की जा सकती है, इनहराफ किया जा सकता है, और वो जो हुकूमत के साथ या स्टेट के साथ और मुल्क के साथ वफादारी का एक हल्फ जो लिया जाता है, जो अपने तय हर शख्स लेता है, चाहे उसको पता है या नहीं है, वो जो कमिटमेंट है उससे इनहराफ किया जाता है अगर लोगों के बुनियादी हकूक पूरे ना हो. अगर हम if we go in depth that this is the Thomas Green's theory of, you can say, resistance, and it is right, and this theory of resistance give enough power to individuals that if a state is doing something wrong against the will of people, people can go and demonstrate. तो पाकिस्तान के अंदर आपने देखा होगा, जब भी गवर्नमेंट के खिलाफ जो धरने शरने होते हैं, मुजाहरे होते हैं, धरने होते हैं, ठीक है, पार्लियामेंट के अंदर बाइकआउट होते हैं, तो असल में वो इसी एक राइट ऑफ रेजिस्टेंस को शो करते हैं. क्लियर? तो दुनिया के तमाम कवानीन जो हैं, they safeguard the individual and the fundamental rights. तो आप बतौर स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ पॉलिटिकल साइंस, आप जब कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ द वर्ल्ड पढ़ेंगे, जैसे अमेरिकन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है, ये ब्रिटिश कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है, पाकिस्तान कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है, रशियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है, और टर्किश कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है, और स्विस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है, जब ये आप कॉन्स्टिट्यूशंस पढ़ते हैं तो हर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के अंदर कुछ चीज़ें बड़ी नुमायाँ होती हैं. क्लियर? जैसे अमेरिकन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में सेपरेशन ऑफ पावर बड़ी आला चीज़ है. ब्रिटिश कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के अंदर जो लिबर्टी और फंडामेंटल राइट्स हैं, पाकिस्तानी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के अंदर भी फंडामेंटल राइट्स को बड़ी अहमियत दी जाती है, however we practice it or not. Well, in short, Green has changed the way of thinking in the West. He promoted the British liberalism and make it vigorous. Clear? He also supported Hegel's free thinking and the fundamental thinking. And in short, it was Thomas Green that connected Rousseau and Hegel's philosophy and chiseled it and made it acceptable for the people and the systems. I hope you have understood. Thank you very much.